Well, hello everyone! Welcome back to Spirit of Justice. Previously, we got acquainted with the son of the victim, Sarge Buff. And thanks to talking with him and looking around the laboratory some more, we deduced that the victim must have hidden the sacred orb of Khura'in in a distant cave in a mountain. In following that trail, we spoke with Pearl Faye, very nice to see her again, and we made it to the mountain, but unfortunately, Apollo and Dirk were not the first to get there. Some mysterious person was in the dark waiting for them and pushed them down into the ravine. And following the trail, they came across this cave. So, yeah, I don't really have many ideas as to who that person could have been, but I strongly suspect it was someone sent from Khura'in. And not one of the Defiant Dragons, for that matter. Anywho, let's continue. Whoa! What is this place? Ooh. A hole in the ceiling, huh? I was shocked, too. These ruins look really old. It's not exactly something you'd expect to find in the middle of a cave system, that's for sure. Maybe the doctor hid the orb around here. I mean, those look like footprints over there. Son, I think our little adventure is about to pay dividends. Time to find that orb. Let's talk. I wonder what this place was for before it was, well, ruins. I'm guessing it was a place for spirit mediums to perform their rites. But earthquakes and the changing landscape eventually buried it. If you're right, that would mean it hasn't been used in ages. Save these for last. I want to look around elsewhere. It's a big stone altar. One false move and some god might come and smite us. Oh, come on. It's not all doom and gloom. I dare you to look at our surroundings and say that again, Dirk. You've got me there, son. Dear gods, please smite me now. This box looks pretty new. I'm guessing the doctor's the one who brought it down here. It's no good. It's locked tight. There's no way to open it. Doesn't look like it. There isn't even a keyhole. Which means there must be some trick to opening it. We'll have to figure it out if we want to see what's inside. So that's the hole we fell through. Doesn't look like we'll be going back that way. We're lucky we survived the fall from way up there. Indeed. If that hole hadn't been above the lake, we'd be history. You passed out the moment you hit the water. Yeah, well, water's not really my thing. This cavern is solid rock all around. Looks like we either go back through that hole, or find some other way out. Why am I always between a rock and a hard place? This lake looks really deep. I can't even see the bottom. A bottomless lake in the depths of a mountain cave system. My blood runs cold at the thought of falling in there. The water. It's salty. This lake may very well lead to the ocean. Didn't Pearl mention something about the ocean? Like how it's on the other side of the mountain. Can't imagine she meant it literally. What's a plastic bottle doing here? There's seaweed stuck to it, which means it probably came from the ocean. Oh, now I'm sad. It's possible this cavern is connected to the sea somehow. Driftwood? How'd that get in here? By drifting on in, I'd assume. The only question is from where? These have got to be the doctor's footprints. They match the bottoms of the boots we saw in his study. I nailed it. I called that shit. So he made it all the way down here. The water's washed most of them away, but his footprints are everywhere. Really? Because these are the only set I see. He must have been looking for something. Ah, those prints. They're coming out of that lake. Hey, you're right. But that would mean Dr. Buff came walking out of the water. Let's sum up what we know so far. The orb is almost definitely inside this box contraption that we can't open. As for this cave, there doesn't seem to be any way out. We're this close to the orb. Come now, son. Don't be like that. Just a bit of bad luck, that's all. A bit? Murphy called. He wants his law back. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? How can he laugh at a time like this? We're stuck here for now, so we might as well try to open this thing. Okay, let's see what we're dealing with. Yeah, alright, I got it. We need to compose a story, I think. Now hold on, what was the... Yeah. When dragon and tiger battle, the founder offers divine protection. So I wager the first step is the dragon and tiger battling. This is the front, because you can tell by the purple flower. Also, there's a big button here. Huh, nothing happened. This thing is covered with pictures. And hey, each section also rotates. Take a look at this, son. See the picture of a dragon battling a tiger. And this green and purple one is of a Khura'inese butterfly and a matama. I wonder if there are clues for figuring out how to open this lock. It appears this box uses a picture-based combination lock. We'll have to arrange the pictures on each side in the correct sequence. Let's see, there's the dragon and tiger fight, a Khura'inese butterfly with a matama, and a number of other pictures too. Dirk, I was thinking, maybe we should check the evidence we've collected so far. I think we have something that just might help us open it. You read my mind, son. I think this will help us open the puzzle box.
Take that!
Dr. Buff's research notes mentioned the Song of Ceremony. Maybe its lyrics and the pictures on the box correspond somehow. I think you're onto something, son. Okay, let's give it a shot. Each dial has 6 pictures, and there are 4 dials in all. The box should open once the pictures are arranged in the right order. Hunky puzzle box. Here comes justice. Huh. It is very interesting to me that you can show diagonals. Huh. I don't think there are 6 sides. I think there are 12. Interesting. I just noticed that one dude hanging out the dragon's mouth. Oh, he's not having a good time. Right, so the first lyric... Oh, that's nice. There's a shortcut to it. Right. When dragon and tiger battle, the founder offers divine protection. Yeah, that's pretty complete. Then this one... When the butterfly embraces the Matama, the favor of the orb is bestowed. Then offer thy prayers as fervent as fire, only then shall the Holy Mother return. I think it's that one. And then, descending upon us all in her glory, the founder bestows the greatest power. Yeah, I think the diagonal one. I think this is right. Bingo. That's really nice. That's clever. Oh, Professor Layton would be so proud of me. It opened. So this is the Founder's Orb. Wait. Oh my god, yeah, it's right there. I just realized. Yeah, well, I thought for sure it'd be... Oh, no. Nope. Nope. That's a fake. Damn it. I nearly got. I nearly got. Oh, where did we see it? The patterns. Look, it's like marbled. The texture of the orb itself is marbled. It's like a darkish green-gray, and then the white running all around it. But that... It's too bright. The color's too uniform. That's a fake. Huh. So this is the Founder's Orb. We did it, son. The orb is finally ours. Is it? Is it, though? I don't think it is. Wait. Wait, no, it looks good. It looks normal there. Huh? Wait what? Is that a teensy tiny little blood stain on the bottom? Oh, hold on. Oh, no, hold on. Oh. Yeah, that's covered in very, 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 very dried blood. What does it mean? Maybe you're supposed to, like, pour blood over it and it'll reveal the secret message in the orb or something? I don't know. At last, the Founder's Orb is ours. And it's all thanks to you, son. Well done. And again, I'd expect nothing less from my boy. Oh, it's no big deal. Don't sell yourself short. You may think it's nothing, but your insights and reasoning led us here. And I'd say that's truly impressive. I don't know about that. All those battles you fought in the courtroom have shaped you into the man you are today. And I couldn't be prouder. Will you cut it out already, before I turn into a sun-ripened tomato? With this orb, I can finally deliver a fatal blow to the Khura'in regime. So, how exactly do you plan on using it? You're not going to try to become a spirit medium, are you? Don't be ridiculous. I don't need supernatural powers like that. So then, are you going to use it as a bargaining chip with Queen Khura'in? Like demanding she abolishes the Defense Culpability Act? Well, the thought had crossed my mind, but the main thing is returning this to the Kingdom of Khura'in. After all, as a sacred relic of Khura'inism, that is where it belongs. Really? That's all you wanted to do? Mm-hmm. because my true objective has always been to find out who asked Dr. Buff to study it and why. I'm not sure I follow. The official story is that the orb was stolen from the temple treasure room. Yeah, I heard about that on the news. They also said your group was behind the theft. That's not good. We're probably on an international most wanted list by now. Let me ask you something, Apollo. Who do you think really stole the orb? I really haven't a clue. Well, I think it was one of the royals. Really? Someone from the royal family? Yeah, and I've got a pretty good idea which one it was. He knows who it is. Care to share your hunch? All I'll say at this point is this. Security is pretty tight, but the royals have unfettered access to the treasure room. Plus, they seem to be turning a blind eye to the orb's loss. But why would a member of the royal family do that? That I haven't figured out yet. But whatever the reason, it can't be good. Well, if you ask me, it's to turn the people against the Defiant Dragons, sow discord, further paint them as an enemy to the state, delegitimize, make their movement poopy, yeah. I mean, a Khura'inese royal stealing a national treasure of such a religious significance, and then pinning the crime on us, the Defiant Dragons. Sounds like a conspiracy or something. I agree, and if the truth were to come to light, it would be a scandal of epic proportions. To allow a foreign national to study a treasure so sacred that it's off-limits to the public, it would be seen as an utter sacrilege to those who truly revere the Holy Mother. So if this were to go public, support for the Khura'in regime would weaken. But that's not all. This is just a hunch, but I believe there's something even bigger here. Something that would explain why the orb was being studied in the first place. Something that would shake the kingdom of Khura'in to its very core. And I'm going to find out what. He's probably right. His intuition is usually spot on. Dirk, why are you so bent on revolution anyway? Is it to reform the legal system in Khura'in? There's that. But I'm also doing this for my children. I want to save Nayuta. What do you mean? This is for your ears only. It's the other reason why this revolution needs to succeed. Ooh, I'm getting antsy. Nayuta, I never thought that our reunion would take place in a courtroom. Oh, so you've run into each other already? Yeah, but it was like he was a different person. He used to be such a kind, cheerful kid, always smiling and stuff, but now... He tried to convict Trucy for a crime she didn't even commit. Plus, he kept telling me I had a putrid mind and to let it go and move on. Has it really gotten that bad? It must be Garan's influence. He wasn't like that when he first stepped into the courtroom. Back then, he still had a keen sense of justice. I vow to bring the Khura'in regime down and reform the legal system. That's what he swore to do. But that was also 5 years ago. You've been the shining star of the Defiant Dragons and our greatest hope. What? He was... Okay. Wait, Nayuta was a dragon? He was. But these days he's more like Garan's lapdog. Talk about a complete about-face. Why would he do that? Something must have happened to him. Something that sparked a radical change. Still, I don't think he truly believes in the new path he's taken. It's not conviction that fills his heart, it's resignation and despair. I don't know, he seems pretty happy to tell people to go to hell. I see. The only thing I know for sure is Nayuta is suffering, and he is suffering in silence. Good! Screw that guy, I hate him. Nayuta is suffering? Yes, he knows the rightful state of Khura'in's legal system, but something forces him to bend to Khura'in's will, and it's tearing him apart. But it's been 5 years. Do you really think he even still wants to reform the legal system? As long as he carries what I've taught him in his heart, I do. A dragon never yields. That's what you always told us. That I did. It's a belief I've held since back when I was a lawyer. The dragon stands at the pinnacle of the natural world. Nothing and no one can bend its will. That's why we lawyers must pursue the truth like an unyielding dragon, right? We must fight for truth to the bitter end, no matter what it takes. Dirk and Mr. Wright, they have that much in common. This becomes really funny when you remember Phoenix's actual Japanese name is Ryuichi, I think. aka Dragon I see. That's why I've held onto this badge, even though there are no more lawyers in Khura'in. I believe that one day our legal system will return to its former glory. And this badge here is a testament to that belief. Huh. I wonder if Nayuta still believes in what you taught us. He does. That much I'm sure of.
A dragon never yields.
That must have been an easy day in the recording booth. One line. I know that belief is etched deep in his heart. I'd bet my life on it. After all, he is my flesh and blood. This unshakable faith and confidence, it's what draws people to him, whether they like it or not. Even people like me. You know, I remember back when we were kids, Nayuta used to say with great pride, I have the blood of the dragon within me. Yes, and that's why I want to free him. Free him from the poisonous clutches of the Khura'in regime. So that's your other reason for starting a revolution? Yes, I need to smack some sense into that boy of mine. I mean, what else are fathers for? Alright, well, if it turns out there's a real good reason that, like, Nayuta's being blackmailed or something, or is being forced to act the way he does against his will, I guess that's fine. Now, you know what? No, screw him. He has a choice. He's been sending countless people to their deaths or incarceration. Like, countless people. We don't know how many, but over the years, he's probably done a lot. Yeah, you remember that scene with Inga Karkul Khura'in, where he was signing, he was stamping the papers and he was gloating that each one is an execution? Yeah, no, Nayuta's complicit in that. He's absolutely 100% complicit in that, and he had a choice, so many choices to say, no, I don't want part in this. So screw him. I wouldn't know. Now that we have the orb, on to the next problem, getting out of here. Well, we're not going back the way we came, that's for sure. That hole we fell through is way too high to climb back up to. Actually, I have an idea. That lake water tastes salty, which means it must connect to the ocean. Wait a second, you're not suggesting we swim our way out of here? That's exactly what I'm suggesting. But we have no idea how deep that lake goes. It's pitch black down there. Not a problem. How is that not a problem? I mean, how do you even know if there's really a passage to the ocean? Well, one of us has to try, and I'm the better swimmer. Time's a-wasting. I'll be back before you know it, son. Dirk! He's gone. I sure hope he knows what he's doing. Huh. It's been 20 minutes. I hope he's okay. What's going on? Uh-oh. The water. It's rising and fast. Ah! Need air. Whoa. Cough sputter. Cough cough. Ah! I don't know how to swim. If I don't grab onto something that floats. This is bad. Better think of something quick. You know, this is the most visually interesting that Ace Attorney has ever been. Huh. Quick, climb onto the bottle. No. I got it. As long as I hold onto this, I should be able to stay afloat. Wow. It's like an escape room puzzle now. It's no use. The hole's still too high up. I'll have to find another way. And quick, before I drown. This is not good. The water's almost up to the top of the altar. It won't be long before it reaches the roof of the cave. That's good, right? Just float on up and crawl through the hole when you get up there. Hey, maybe I can use this like an oxygen tank. Wait, what am I thinking? I need to stay calm and be more rational about this. The puzzle box is still at the base of the altar. It must have been designed to stay put even at high tide. Wait, that's it. Dr. Buff must have gotten in here from some oceanside entrance at low tide. That's why his footprints were leading out of the lake. So it really does connect to the ocean. Not that that helps. I drowned before I made it out. The water won't stop rising. I'm getting swept away. Ah! Please stop! Oxygen tank, go! If only that bottle were a little bigger, I'd store that much more air. No, it wouldn't make that much of a difference. I need to stop with these harebrained ideas and come up with a real way to escape. I don't know. The water's almost to the top now. At this rate, I'll run out of breathing room. I'm a goner if I don't find a way out quick. The water's just high enough for me to reach the hole. I'm saved. All I have to do is go back the way we came. The water might even lift me all the way back up over that wall of rock. Here goes. Huh? The hole! It's full of rubble. The tunnel collapsing above must have filled it in after we fell through it. This can't be happening! No, I can't give up now. I refuse to die here. The water! I can't... I can't breathe. Apollo? Apollo, you okay? Is this the end? I don't know, is it? No. Dirk, I wonder if he made it out. So this is what it feels like to drown. I would have eaten that sushi if I'd known it would be my last meal. I feel like I've been through this before. Ah, now I remember. Huh, there is a river right there. It was back when all three of us were living in that shack in the mountains. Yuta and I were playing by the riverside when we got swept up in the rapids. I thought we were goners, but then... Yuta! Apollo! Hold on, I'm coming! Wah! Wah! That was a close one. Thought I'd lost you two. I'm sorry, Dirk. Alright, that's enough now. Didn't I teach you that boys don't cry? Hey, that's an awful way to think. Cut it out. Don't say that. It's perfectly fine to cry. Thank you, Father. You could have been killed, but you risked your life to save us. Why? What a silly question. What father wouldn't risk his life to save his own children? Yuta, Apollo, don't you ever hesitate to call when you need me. Understand? Hey, Dirk. This isn't forever, right? You'll bring me from America someday, right? Of course. I'll come pick you up as soon as things settle down here. Promise. Okay, you promised. Dirk, I waited and waited for the day you'd come and take me home. But you never came. That's why I tried to forget about you and my life back in Khura'in. Dirk, why? Why didn't you? Oh, thank God. Apollo? Apollo, can you hear me? Cough, sputter, cough. Dirk? Still can't swim, eh? You came back, but why? I said I'd come for you, didn't I? Yeah, but you can't hold me and swim. We're both going to... Stop talking. You'll bite your tongue. What? Whoa, 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 whoa! We're being pulled under. What's going on? Why is this happening? Uh-oh. Well, that was convenient. Cough, cough. Oh. Where? Ah, you finally came to, son. Get your fill of seawater? Good thing your name's not Neptune, huh? Oh, that's real funny. That's a real good one. Dirk. You're telling me. Check it out. Snot's coming out of his nose. What a miraculous escape. Not even some of the escape artist greats could pull that off. What on earth happened? Sorry it took me so long, son. I made it to the ocean, but I figured you still couldn't swim. So I found a local fisherman and had him take us out near the undersea cavern. He tied a rope to me, and I came and grabbed you. Then he yanked me back. Oh, so that's what pulled us under with such force. That's real lucky. Don't forget about me. I assisted in your escape act too, Polly. I've helped compatriots escape from all sorts of places. Mountain jails, island prisons. But an undersea cavern, now that was a first. Dirk, he risked his life for me. Dirk, I'm only alive because of you. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. I, just did what any father would do for his son. He saved my life yet again. I guess seawater doesn't make for much of a meal. It's 'cause Polly didn't have any sushi. Oh yeah, I haven't eaten anything since this morning. Ah, that's right. Hey, AJ! Oh no. Oh. I thought for sure he was going to offer a crispy grilled lizard. That would have been way more funnier. Dirk had me buy this for you. Thought you might be hungry. Ready to have some this time around? Yeah, thanks. Chomp, nom nom nom. Oh wow, this is delicious. Glad you approve. I'd better get some before you eat them all. Just like old times. Dirk used to slice up the fish he caught and we'd all eat fresh sashimi together. He used to talk all about the vitamins and minerals packed in the raw fish. Hey, by the way, let me see that orb, AJ. Here you go. Whoa, so that's what it looks like. You found the legendary treasure. Nice work, Polly. Thanks. Guess you could say mission accomplished. With the orb, our revolution can take a big step forward. Let's celebrate the eve of our revolution. We'll get all dressed up and feast till dawn. Yeah, now you're talking. Time to party. After all that, I just want to go to bed. Sure wish Nayuta was here. Maybe one day we'll enjoy times like these together again. The revolution, if it can bring back those happy days. You can sign me up for... Sorry to interrupt your little party, but I'm here for my crystal. Right, left, hold. Ah, it's him again. Well done. Then again, I always knew you could do it. After all, we politicians must be excellent judges of character. Still, I'm impressed you both made it out of there alive. Wait a second. You're the one who shoved us into that pit. It sounds so bad when you say it like that. All I did was give you a little nudge in the right direction. So, it was you. Dirk, please punch him in the schnoz. Oh. You no good son of a... keep! Don't look at me like that! The crystal of Amy Faye is mine, now hand it over! Over my dead body! Eek! Detective, help! Yeah, I know. Emma? What's going on here? He filed a police report. He claims you're trying to steal his family heirloom. That's him, the one with the long hair. Arrest him this instant. He's the thief that made off with the Addison family's most precious heirloom. Well, I suppose I should ask you to come in for questioning. Down at the police station. I think I'll pass. After all, Mr. Addison seems bent on having me arrested on theft charges. This is not good. If Dirk gets arrested, he'll be sent back to Khura'in to face execution. Sorry, but now that I know you have the crystal, or orb as you call it, I must insist. Will you please come with me, sir? You know what? In this instance, just grab the orb and run. Just run for it, man.
Hold it!
Emma, I'm afraid I can't let you take Dirk in. He received the orb from Dr. Buff in a perfectly legal transaction. Is that so? Can you prove it? Of course. This should sufficiently prove that the orb now belongs to Dirk. But he did come to harm.
Take that!
Take a look at this agreement. What do we have here? Let's see. I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm. Huh. It appears to be a perfectly legal agreement. Not so fast. That's not the Founder's Orb. It's the crystal of Amy Faye, which means their agreement is null and void. This is going nowhere fast. You can say that again. They'll just have to go to trial? Right, Apollo? Phoenix, is that you? Back in blue. Mr. Wright? Daddy! What's with you two? You look like you just saw a ghost. Oh yeah, Emma mentioned she had seen him around. What are you doing in Khura'in Village, Mr. Wright? Mr. Addison has retained me as his lawyer. Oh! Wait! Wait! Are we gonna go against him? Wait, you're his lawyer? Say it with me. Places! I'm a lawyer. I think you would have more pressing things to ask me about. Yeah, I better ask what I can while I can. What I can while I can. Ah, okay. Anything new to look at? No. Mr. Wright, why are you serving as Mr. Addison's lawyer? Because he hired me. He needed my help in getting a family heirloom back from Dr. Buff. And it seems he correctly foresaw that something like this might happen. It's because those shifty insurgents were harassing poor Dr. Buff. So I knew I might need a lawyer if things went south. I figured with a celebrated lawyer like Phoenix Wright, I couldn't go wrong. Is this what you came back from Khura'in for, Mr. Wright? It was just good timing. My work over there just happened to wrap up, so here I am. Plus, Mr. Addison is a very important client. They know each other, but I've never heard Mr. Wright mention his name before. Really? Mr. Wright, are you sure this is Mr. Adishin's family heirloom? That's my client's assertion. He says it's the crystal of Amy Faye. Apparently, it's the crystal she once used when channeling spirits. Who's Amy Faye? She brought Khura'in's channeling to Japan, and her descendants brought it here. Right. Here, as in not Japan. Her true origins are still rather murky, but what's clear is she is the founder of the Khura'in channeling technique. Oh, so she's like the one they call the founder in Khura'in, the Holy Mother. Apollo, I don't plan to betray my client's confidence. I may not know all the facts yet, but I do know we won't be handing the crystal over to you. What? Are you saying... I'm really sorry it's come to this, but... Mr. Wright? I don't understand. Let me spell it out then. If you continue to claim that the crystal belongs to your client, then I will be seeing you in court. What? This is supposed to be really bad, but I have the biggest grin on my face. What's got into you, Daddy? Nothing. This is strictly business. Two lawyers from the same firm facing off? What are the odds? Lucky for me, I believe I have the right man for the job. Whatever are you going to do? Remember, he is your boss. Ugh. How did it come to this? Mr. Wright, please, don't do this. Apollo, there's no point in arguing about it here. When it's now clear we're headed to court. That's where we'll find out who the crystal really belongs to. I don't believe it. Am I really going to face Mr. Wright in court? Daddy, Apollo, no! We can't have our agency's talent competing against each other. It's too late, Trucy. The die has been cast. We each have to fight for our client's best interests. But... So, what's it going to be, Apollo? Are we going to have to take this to trial? I have to battle Mr. Wright in court? The legendary Phoenix Wright? No matter how many trials of his I've watched, no matter how dire the situation, he's always pulled out a win in the end. Can I do it? Can I really take on the man whose footsteps I've been following in? I owe it to Dirk to at least try. What should I do? So you know what really gets me here? We know that it wasn't just Phoenix on the scene as well. Edgeworth was here too. We know that Edgeworth himself has his fingers in this pie, as it were. Now, if I know Phoenix, and I do, I know Phoenix, I feel like he has some broader scope in mind. I don't know what's going on in Phoenix's head, but I feel like he's hoping for this because it's gonna be the first domino in a long and convoluted chain of events. Bring it on, I say. Bring it on! There's no turning back now. If it's a trial you want, Mr. Wright, I'm more than happy to oblige. I'm ready to fight for my client, even if it means facing off against you. All right. I won't be pulling any punches either, Apollo. The kid gloves are officially off. May the best attorney win. You got it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! First Daddy, now you? Polly, you're not seriously...
Sorry, Trucy, but I have to do this. Apollo. All right then, I better go prepare for tomorrow. See you in court.
Daddy, no, wait!
A fine mess I've gotten you into, son. I mean, of all the lawyers we could have faced, it had to be him. He's practically a celebrity in Khura'in now. They're calling him the Fighting Phoenix. I'll be fine. After all, I've come a long way too. Who knows, I could even end up winning. There's always a chance, right? You know, this may be a blessing in disguise. If the trial proves what we found is indeed the Founder's Orb, then whoever asked Dr. Buff to study it may be revealed too. This is our chance to finally pull them out of the shadows. The first step of your revolution, huh? Yes, the revolution is to restore Khura'in to its former glory and save Nayuta's soul. Dirk, I swear to fight as hard as I can in court to make that a reality. We're going to win this one, you'll see. I know you can do it, son. It doesn't matter that I'll be going up against Mr. Right. I have to win this for Dirk. And for Nayuta. His salvation, along with all of Khura'in, depends on it. To be continued. Oh. Yeah, I'll save. Hello. Dude! I am hyped as hell! Okay, so hold on. Wait, okay, so I know that in the original Japanese, Phoenix's name refers to a dragon. Dude, hold on, I'll be right back. I need to look up. Okay, I just need to look up something real quick. Hold on. Yeah, no, okay, so I was wrong in my theory. I was gonna look up if Apollo's original Japanese name had references to tigers. But no, his name pretty much translates to Surprising Boy of Law. Odoroki or something like that. Yeah, no, I was gonna, if it turns out that that puzzle involving a tiger and a dragon fighting was like foreshadowing this, I would have flipped, but no, it's not quite. So who's gonna be standing on which bench? They're both defense attorneys. Am I gonna be seeing Phoenix Wright on the prosecutor's bench on the right side? Oh, that's gonna be weird. But I am foaming at the mouth to see this happen, so... Wow. Cannot wait. Other than that... Yeah, that whole cave sequence with Dirk was really refreshing. I like it when Ace Attorney shakes up the formula, and that just felt very fresh. Usually these environments in these games feel so static. But actual, like, camera movement and just things happening, you know? That's what I wanted to see more of in the Ace Attorney Investigations games. You had the characters... their full bodies on the screen, multiple characters just standing around on screen, but they so rarely did anything with that idea. Like, I can't blame them. They relied like 99% on the artworks and the sprites and the dialogue, the upper torso shots, you know. there are just so few moments where the characters actually interacted with the environments or with each other. And when they did, it was really memorable. Shoutouts to that time when Kay kicked the family jewels. Good times. What I'm saying is, boy, for the next Ace Attorney game, I hope there's more stuff like this sequence. Just more dynamism, you know? Anywho, I'm Zephyr the Jester. There's been more Spirit of Justice. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. So until then, please take care.